Was it wise for him to say this?
I don't think so. And the reason why is because you're the inferior team. Yeah, you want to say we're not scared, and you certainly don't want to come across as scared when you're going up against a competitor, particularly an elite one, the likes of LeBron James. The flip side to it, however, is that you don't want to tug on Superman's cape either in any way, shape, form, or fashion, particularly when you are the inferior bunch that is the Boston Celtics. Boston has an incredibly bright future. I love their players. I really, really love their coach, Brad Stevens. And I can't say enough about the job that Danny Ainge has done. He has done an absolutely fantastic and phenomenal job in really making sure they didn't fall off the map, keeping them somewhat respectable. And now the future really, really could end up belonging to the Boston Celtics if they play their cards right. But we're talking about now. And right now, LeBron is just in another stratosphere, and the troops around him appear to be on another level than anybody else in the Eastern Conference, as we have seen. So you running your mouth talking about you ain't scared, they can sit up there and say, go ahead and be fearless while we bust your butt. And that's exactly what happened in Game 1, and it wouldn't surprise me if it happened in Game 2, 3, and 4, and Boston ended up getting swept. They are young, they're rough and rugged, they've got an incredibly bright future, but they're just not ready. And saying that you're not scared and they're not the Monstars and all of this other stuff, it's only going to do but so much to help you. You need to play better and effectively before opening your mouth rather than opening your mouth prior to going up against LeBron James. Why? Because he's LeBron James.
I wouldn't get caught up in the exact logic of this. They're not the Monstars. Okay. Remember, the Monstars lose to Michael Jordan. I would see the big picture here, which is essentially Isaiah is telling his crew, like, Stephen A., how many superstars on the Celtics?
None, other than one is Isaiah Thomas.
One, him.
Okay.
Basically, the message he's telling his crew is, I'm Michael Jordan. Don't worry about these Monstars. Follow me. That's what I take away from this. When I know he's saying they're not the Monstars, they're not this big, scary crew, but really underneath it, what I take away is he's saying, yeah, we get it. They got all these superstars on the team, especially LeBron James. They are big and scary, and I'm this little guy. But get behind me, follow me, because I'm that superstar who's gonna fight these guys with you. You know, follow the leader. That's what I take away. In a way, Isaiah Thomas, I don't even think he realized it when he said it. He's comparing himself to Michael Jordan. And Stephen A., he's got that kind of will to win. He's obviously not Michael Jordan simply because he's too small. Isaiah is one of these guys where if you made him 6'6", now we're talking about maybe the greatest player who ever lived, because the fact that he can compete on the level at which he competes, never in the history of basketball has that happened. A 5'9" dude listed at 5'9". I don't know what he actually is. A guy listed at 5'9" is doing this, is in an MVP conversation, is not just kind of like a good player and, oh, he can win the slam dunk contest and has some use, Spud Webb, Muggsy Bogues, someone like that, but is actually being compared to LeBron James in a sense in terms of MVP discussion. He's so good, and so much of that comes from his belief in himself. He's basically telling his team, whether he knows it or not, I'm MJ, we're going to beat these Monstars.
Well, you can say that, and you could say that's a good thing. I think a better message, and again, I'm not nitpicking. We're just commenting based on his quote. That's all. We're not going to lose any sleep over it, and neither is he. But this is what we do. We're just commenting about it. And I would say this to you. You're Isaiah Thomas. I think a better thing to have been said is, look, man, I'm going to do everything that I can, but I need help. We all got to step up. This is a monster team. We can't beat them unless we're all in together. That's what it's going to take to upend this bunch. That's what you got to say in a situation like this, in my opinion, because you can't put it on your shoulders. Because if you put it on your shoulders and Cleveland keys on you and dares somebody else to step up, well, guess what? They may be ill-equipped to do so, and you've got yourself in a pinch. That's what I'm talking about you want to avoid.
I don't know if any of the other Celtics truly believe they can win. I believe Isaiah thinks he can win.